Hey Pisces, welcome to what's going to be now end of March. Going forward to whenever you see this video. I thought we'd start with planetary energies and always, use your own logic and intuition and judgment and all that when you're making your own decisions. Let this be a little bit of a spark or something like that. For you, clarity maybe on what you're wondering about, or just insight into the energies going on for Pisces. And also be sure to check out your birth chart and see how these energies might be affecting you and in what areas of your life. So, I'm saying this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, but for anyone really that is interested in Pisces energies or have a lot of planets in Pisces. So yeah, see how it works out for you. And again, this is general, so it may or may not apply to you now, but things having to do with the future may not sound familiar. So because they haven't happened yet. So always be open to timing and maybe check back and see if this has worked out for you, or just keep a broad open mind, things that are past or passing, coming to be. So I thought we'd start with this planetary deck, and it's I don't know the name, but it's like who, what, and where of energies. So think of the planets as who, the signs as like a context for the planets, and that energy in the houses being like what area of your life are these energies affecting you. So for Pisces, general energies, Sun, Moon, Rising, now until going forward, what can Pisces know? What would be helpful? What energies to utilize? The Sun. Saturn's on the bottom. I'm going with the first card, but in case you're really into astrology, maybe that means something to you. And in what context is the Sun affecting, and what sign? Oops. Okay. In Aries. And on the bottom, Aquarius. So and in what area of life for Pisces? Sun in Aries, in what area of life? In the 8th house. These go intuition, spiritual advice, anything like that, and also logic, action, doing advice. So I would just read these quickly. Says, demonstrate your willpower as a life or death issue. Realize what you want or what you think you know about getting and using power, and act like a leader. Do it your own way and use other people's resources. That's the action, doing advice. Things to consider, whatever it is that you're wondering about. And more spiritual advice is the creation of energies to meet the challenge of personal power. The gaining of respect for or from your desires regarding the mysteries of life, and things brought to life or light resulting from the honesty and strength of a major change. So the Sun being, your personal expression, how you see yourself in the world, just creativity also, things that like sort of feed your spirit. And Aries being the first of the zodiac, it's all about that like go-getter, like getting things started off the ground. We do have a new moon in Aries right now. I'm not an astrologer, but I do know a few things, and that's one of them. So it's all about whatever it is that's on your mind about maybe starting something and getting that going. It's all about fresh starts as well. Just sort of, yeah. And the eighth house having to do with somewhat partnership, somewhat, other people, but like the things that involve other people, somewhat like death and taxes kind of thing. It all has to do, again, with like the mysteries of life, things that are hidden from you, not like necessarily like major mysteries of life, but like the things that are a little bit unknown or hidden within your own life, your own personality, your own situation. And like going into that, it is traditionally Scorpio 8, or I'll just move on. To start out with, just some loud sounds outside. This is the Robin Wood Tarot, just as a foundation starting point. It's a little dark in here. For Pisces, the Tower. This is like a sudden change, a sudden event, something coming into your life that is unexpected. Can go from very mundane level, like computer issues, to like an electrical storm or electrical outage, or something just very shocking to you. It's something that clears away what's old and not necessary. Whether it's welcome or not. It's about embracing that and, kind of going with the flow and letting, whatever is not good for you fall away so that there can be room and clear space, blank slate to start fresh. But when the Tower comes up, I usually pull another card because it's kind of a shocking, like I said, card. It's a major arcana. It's for Pisces, clarity on the Tower. It's a major change, a major shift somewhere. Eight of Swords. This is about getting out of your head, and it has to do with your thoughts, your mental activity, swords being that way. This is about maybe, seeing the situation that, removing the blindfold, seeing the situation as it is, knowing that you're never stuck. You can always sort of remove yourself from whatever it is that's kind of bogging down your mind. Maybe it's writer's block, creative blocks, that kind of thing. But it's feeling stuck, or like I said, stuck in your head, and something coming in to clear that away. Something, again, with the 8th house, probably something having to do with you or your, if you're in a relationship, partnership, that kind of thing. Something close to you, but involving others. Something that's a bit of a shock, a bit of like a wake-up call, something unexpected, and it helps you to get out of your head and see the situation clearly. And also, like, taking your own sort of responsibility to do that as well. Whatever it is for you that helps you to, like, just get out of your head. Yeah, and she could easily get free, and there's no one around. She could, like, leave the situation. It's like choosing to stay stuck, or just being bogged down with your thoughts, feeling like you're in some sort of mental prison, wanting to like break free. Go both ways also, so always keep that in mind. This is a general reading, so it may apply to different people in different ways. It can mean that you've already, this has come through and there's some sort of clarity, clear light, everything's kind of been leveled, so now you can have a fresh start and you're no longer stuck. But yeah, it has to do with being stuck in your head. And the bottom is the King of Cups. So this is some kind of water sign or just watery energy. It doesn't have to be male or female, but this is a general reading. But it has to do with someone. I mean, it works with Pisces since you are a water sign and cups represent water. This can also, by the way, mean like some sort of flash of inspiration as well. It doesn't, something just hitting you all of a sudden, you're like, oh, that's what I needed. That's the clarity or the aha moment that I was looking for. And it might have something to do with emotions. This can be, again, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Someone who is in control of their emotions, someone who's maybe surrounded by a little bit of chaos, but is able to find that sort of grounding somewhere, somehow, within themselves, the emotion, all of that, just being in control of your emotions, getting out of your head so that you can understand how you feel about something clearly. Like I said, go both ways. So this can be someone who's out of control with how they feel, just sort of manipulative, using their own kind of emotional intelligence to sort of maneuver situations, and kind of succumbing to the chaos that they feel, or the external sources, the external environment. But normally it's upright. Can mean getting your mojo back. A random little tidbit I picked up, or genius. It's just about using your emotions to feel your way through a situation and getting out of your head so that you can do that, and then seeing the clear light. So we have some sort of progression here. It's a little late. I'm kind of talking a little bit, stumbling on my words, but Tower adding up to 7, and then we have 8. So some air energy, some water energy, emotions, thoughts, mental activity, bringing them both together so that you can, remove whatever is unnecessary in your life. But it's about feeling deeply as well with the King of Cups, and probably something having to do with like 2 people, since there's 2 people falling here. It's also just kind of going, like the King of Cups, going with the flow, changes that come in, and kind of embracing that, even if it's tough or difficult. But also listening to your intuition. That's very much what it could be, like thoughts, mental activity, listening to your intuition, listening to your gut feelings, your higher guidance, how you feel about a situation, to maybe embrace or avoid this sort of situation. Like I said, it can be very mundane, like a computer meltdown, so making sure you save your work, or connecting, to higher, connecting to something on a more spiritual level. Cups and air sometimes signify that to me, like spiritual, could be like a spiritual awakening, that kind of thing. Yeah, waking up, getting out of your head, seeing things clearly for the first time, feeling your way through a situation, understanding the importance of your feelings and how you feel about a situation. This came up in the last reading as well that I just did, which was Aquarius. Maybe it was Capricorn. One of the two. The Tower is, it's something shocking, something unexpected, something just coming in and kind of knocking you off your feet. The 8 also being about regeneration, transformation, change. So changing maybe how you see or feel about a situation. Yeah. So start with a different deck and see what further clarity we can get. For Pisces, further clarity on the Tower, the King of Cups. And by the way, this could be, a representative of a person in your life or you. Or just that like watery, more emotional feeling energy, like feeling your way through a situation, a sudden change, that kind of thing. This often represents Pisces, so it's probably you. Maybe feeling stuck or getting out of your head about something. Seeing the clear light, embracing change, and maybe even leveling the playing field, clearing away what's no longer working, even if it's some huge, structure or something that you've built up and spent a lot of time on, maybe just, starting over. Further clarity on the Tower for Pisces energies, Pisces people, for now, going forward. On the Tower, 8 of Swords, this is the Queen of Discs, or the Queen of Earth, Pentacles, some kind of earth sign, again, another person card, so maybe this is you, and this is maybe your, since we talked about the 8th house, partner, some earth sign, which would be Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Grounded energy, very, solid, sturdy, takes the long road, they are, it's like water and earth. It's some sort of both looking off into the distance, maybe both envisioning future, or wondering, this could also mean a breakup between these two people, and thinking about it, or maybe that happened in the past and getting back together, or just noticed her bracelet, but always see if there's something that stands out to you. Just notice the spiral like headgear that she has on, antelopes. Just kind of looking out over it. I also thought of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. She looks like she's been shrunken down into. The goat can also represent Capricorn, be more indicative of that, but grounded energy. So maybe grounded energy, or just, maybe feeling overly emotional in your head about something and just needing to get grounded and finding a way to do that. Similar green colors. Always try to find the commonalities between the two. But yeah, it could mean coming together. Nothing is stopping you at this point. Like something's been cleared away. You're both out of your head about a situation. And now you have the blank slate, start over opportunity to come back together, or the opposite. But this is probably how you feel about yourself as well. Maybe you have a lot of water energy, earth energy in your chart, having to do with the sun, your sun sign, and in Aries. So yeah, that new moon in Aries, some sort of fresh start, maybe making up after some fight or something that's not, I don't know, just some sort of, fresh start, maybe within relationships, maybe within yourself, seeing things clearly for the first time, now that there's space to do that. So just like clearing away what's no longer working for you, maybe relationships, maybe not, but fresh start within or outside of relationship, just some sort of fresh start, an opportunity, if you recognize it, like if you remove that blindfold, if you get out of the things that are keeping you sort of stuck where you are, or it's not to be stuck, but just sort of, clogging up your mind, distractions, that kind of thing, so that there can be that sort of fresh start, clearing away what's old energy, old situations, the Tower, though, some sort of clarity coming through, I think, though. Further, Four of Cups, Neptune and Cancer. Neptune rules Pisces, so that kind of makes sense, and Cancer is another water sign. So this is about, again, recognizing an opportunity, something being offered to you that you may be focused on other things that are kind of keeping you, like I said, distracted from recognizing what's, some sort of offer, or some sort of gift, some sort of opportunity. But again, cups having to do with emotions, so something that affects you on a personal, like emotional level. So Four is about your stability and your foundation as well. So with the Tower, that can very well be like either gaining or losing out on like an apartment or something like that, and how that makes you feel. Okay, Ace of Wands, some sort of brand new beginning again with that Aries moon, new moon. This is the Princess of Cups, or Water Palace, so connecting all the emotional sides within yourself. Again, another person card, so you or someone you know, or just tapping into utilizing your feelings, feeling your way through a situation, getting really in touch with like what makes you feel grounded and stable, and air. Maybe you have like a grand air trine in your chart. I keep saying grand air because I'm referencing my chart, but water trine, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is someone who is, more emotional by nature. They feel very instinctual about things. They don't, maybe go on the first, I don't know. It has more to do with just feeling your way through something. It can be, it's just a very loving, like lovely energy, very, someone who is intuitive, someone who is caring, giving, loving, especially when the 8th house, like caring about others. This could be like your mother and father as well. Maybe being, with the 3 here caught in the middle, or just connecting all those different signs. Let's see what else. For Pisces are very also if they really utilize it, like I said, tapping into getting rid of the distractions so that you can tap into your own psychic ability. Pisces ruling the 12th house and just very the mysteries of life, very psychic, very in touch with others, with your environment, with how you feel about things, and just depending on where you have Pisces and what planets are there affecting it, show you where you're best at utilizing that sort of psychic, intuitive energy. Further clarity for Pisces. Stars. This also came up for the last reading, so it's about your highest hopes and aspirations, following guidance, following whatever it is that inspires you. It, directly follows the Tower. So again, another progression, 16, 17, so it's clearing away something, so then you can see that light, that clarity, that inspiration in, in totality. This is about connecting to your higher self, connecting to your inner guidance, your connecting to your senses, and also what grounds you, earth, and also your emotions, feeling, intuitive side. Connecting to the higher realms, because I saw something on how the Tower of Babel has to do with this card, or that's the connection I made, but how the Tower of Babel had this spiral architecture, so that it was meant to connect people to their the higher realms, the gods. This also has this light coming out of the pyramid, connecting to maybe I think it was Sirius, or forgetting my constellation. I don't know that much about constellations, but yeah. So it's about navigating. Also, 8 points. I think of a wheel on a boat, navigating. The compass, 8-pointed star. So navigating something once things have been sort of cleared away. Fresh starts. How do you want to start on something? How do you want to get things going off the ground? but connecting to what you love, connecting to inner your inner guidance, your um, 17, then again reduces down to an 8, so the 8 of Swords. And this also represents an air sign, usually Aquarius, but also Saturn and Uranus, which both co-rule Aquarius. And so, which is what we just came from, Aquarius to Pisces. So it is about that progression and just moving with the tides, moving with the flux and emotions or changes, recognizing if that thing, that whatever it is you're wondering about, if that's for you, things that you come across, ideas, is that your wave, is that your kind of have that same sort of wavy in the sky here and there, connecting to whatever guides you, using your logic, using your analytical skills, again, 888, your power, the things that make you feel powerful as well. Maybe to get through a situation or get through a change. Maybe it's something simple like, having to move or something like that. Or losing a job, or just some sort of sudden. I'm not trying to predict anything bad, but the Tower isn't, usually the most welcome card. Like I said, it can just really be something very mundane, like power outage, and turning the light back on. But this is whatever fills you with hope and inspiration, clearing away, maybe even just very, in a very mundane level again, just clearing away your workspace, making there be more space to work, clearing your head so you can, finding a place that works well for you to find inspiration and, that kind of thing. Just cleaning up. On a very out there level, can be spiraling into the galaxy, connecting to the outer realms. Maybe looking into things like that, just as inspiration, as out of your head, stuff in your head. Yeah, I think it's kind of simple in a way, just sort of something cleared away so that now you have the space to really focus on what you want and are now no longer stuck, or now you have the opportunity to get unstuck and connect both emotion and grounding. This is also about your future. Maybe thinking about your future, being a little overwhelmed with things having to do with your future, maybe another person, relationships, getting thrown out of something, or just that lightning going by a beach, or opposite, maybe finding your way towards a more nurturing environment, or finding what it is that nurtures you. Maybe in the past things haven't really been, just depending on your situation and who these people represent to you. finding things that are helpful, are inspiring, are nurturing to you. So, and recognizing perhaps this as an opportunity to do those things, to move forward. Sometimes can mean being bored. Also, the Four of Cups, feeling like just focused on something so much that you don't even notice something else coming in. A new opportunity, new piece of inspiration, new whatever. All about that newness though, because we got the Ace of Wands and the new moon in Aries and this sort of fresh start. It's kind of like your North Star, so whatever that represents to you, and or maybe finding out what that is and going in that direction. I think overall, like tapping into your emotions, tapping into something that is inspiring to you. I mean, it sounds pretty, I don't know. Well, this Art of Life Tarot, see if there's any further clarity for Pisces, Tower, how that might be affecting Pisces, Star. Another, this is the same Queen of Discs or the Queen of Pentacles. And the quote says, riches are not from abundance or worldly goods, but from a contented mind. This might have something to do with job and work and, for something for security, financial security. Another earth sign, or the same earth sign, perhaps. Sitting back, thinking about things, observing. This is portrait of a woman in a golden dress, painted in collaboration with Ernst Klimt. Gustav Klimt. So maybe brocade or embroidery if you're in fashion. I don't know. Some sort of headgear, again, with this sort of and, well, the star, again, so something really, really having to do with your future, where you see yourself going, probably within a financial or material job-related sense, but maybe not being able to make up your mind. Maybe you're choosing between job offers or something like that, and you're wondering what's best for you, what's best for your partnership or relationship. It will give you more time, or maybe time for yourself, time to get away. I don't know. But tapping into, like I keep saying, into how you really feel about something, like however you do that, but just different styles, different. So double eights, double Queen of Discs, the Tower, triple eights, and the Queen. So it has something to do with your finances, something to do with probably your job, with there might be some sort of letting go of people at work or something like that, but and having to decide who, I don't know, maybe you're in the position to give a raise or something like that, but and it's up to you, I don't know, to let a couple people go, that kind of thing. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups, there's some people that are in charge, they're not young-ish energies. They're people that have had a lot of experience within that area of life, within that emotional, sensitive area of life, and also material area. So, and also, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything bad. This card isn't necessarily great, but as an exception, it can be something exciting, something shocking coming in as like a promotion or like a new idea, new inspiration, new contract, new whatever. And just seeing things clearly for the first time, following astrology, following little brushstrokes, little things making up the big picture, maybe taking a step back, like maybe also since she looks small compared to these big, I don't know, what blades of grass, I guess. Maybe seeing things from a different perspective, getting down to the ground level of something, getting out into nature, but maybe taking like the higher ground, like I want to say like bigger, I don't know, maybe things are out of proportion in your life, and something comes in to help you see things differently, give you some clarity. Queen of Pentacles, and maybe just feeling like things are kind of like encasing you or like overcoming you, and just not feeling very, big, like you can handle it, and needing to clear away something that, or just even like editing, it can be very mundane like that, like very just editing something and just like getting rid of the excess, I guess, getting out of your head, clearing away, taking the long road, not taking shortcuts, maybe just like also not jumping into something or jumping out of something. I mean, here's the fire, but extrapolate. Stars and seeing into the future a little bit. Uranus it's kind of like special. It's different energy. It's very, it's a little flip-floppy. So maybe feeling like you can't make up, like I said, like can't make up your mind, stuck in your head, feeling like one day it's this and the next day it's that, and not being able to decide, seeing things from different perspectives, and just feeling very, wondering which way is to go, which way is the right way to go. Understanding, like, maybe it has something to do with just the different senses or the combination of the two. Star again, I mean, it's a Starry Night, in case you didn't know, by Van Gogh. So, again, I mean, it's pretty much the same as what I said about the Star card here. Finding your foundation, maybe something being tossed out, thrown out, in the work area of your life. Further clarity on Star and the Queen of Pentacles. Hangman and the Lovers, so Justice on the bottom. being true to yourself, following night and day. Like, this is a Shakespeare quote. This above all to thine own self be true, and it must follow as night and day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. So being upfront, truthful about things, not like, sugarcoating things maybe, really saying how you feel about a situation, going with how you feel about a situation, going with how you feel about whatever it is you're working on, especially having to do with, discs and maybe just throwing things out, so that you can have a clean slate. I mean, but though it can go both ways, and like maybe suggesting also, like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, that kind of thing. Like really looking at things before making a 100% decision. The hangman is again taking a time out, taking a break, to gain clarity, to gain new perspective. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Lao Tzu and the Two Acrobats by Ernst Kirchner. 1932, 93. 93. Maybe 93 is important to you. 33 is what I meant. So I think of contortionists, like trying to make something into a situation or make something fit. It may not be fitting right, and so you just kind of have to let go, start over, look at things from a different perspective, look at like what isn't your main focus, taking a step back. I mean, working with someone else, stretching. I mean, the hangman can mean yoga as well, so maybe just like wanting to lose a few pounds, feeling like that would make you feel better, within your own body and that kind of thing. Like discs, pentacles can also represent like your physical body, so clearing out the closet, very, I think also like just again looking at things from a different perspective and categorizing things, just because there's more of like a color blocking thing going on. So compartmentalizing, maybe color coordinating your wardrobe, like throwing out what doesn't work. Hangman though, 12, it has to do with creativity, because it reduces down to a 3 having to do with art, creativity, love. I did mention love earlier, and we got the Lovers here, so this represents choice, a choice in your life. It can be some sort of, choice between things like a job or choice between people. Can just mean lovers, like two people, partnership. This is the heart has reasons that reason cannot know. Blaise Pascal and Endymion by George Frederick Watts, 1869. This always reminds me of like, I think there's a painting talking about Cupid and Eros maybe, and being struck by Cupid's arrow, and or getting inspiration maybe while you sleep from your dreams. She looks very, he looks like in need of resuscitation and being filled with nurturing inspiration, again, love maybe. 6 is a very like loving number in numerology. It can also represent the 6th house, maybe Virgo, and Hangman is 12, so 12th house Pisces, Pisces and Virgo. But sometimes things happen, like the Tower, or you feel a certain way, maybe just even acting on emotion, and the heart has reasons that reason cannot know, like things making sense later in retrospect. Going with your heart, going with what really speaks to your heart, inspiration, makes you feel good, what warms your heart. Just looks like he's receiving divine inspiration, and maybe while he sleeps. So paying attention to your dreams, or those even daydreams, like things that just kind of pop into your mind. That can very much speak to that, like things that just sort of pop into your mind out of nowhere, and listening to them, not like ignoring them, like the Four of Cups. Usually there's a guy like, looking at 3 cups and not realizing that there's another cup being offered to him by like his hand coming out of nowhere, so like a spirit, or so paying attention to those things, and paying attention to your dreams, the things that just are maybe a little even like wacky, I want to say, or just you're like, where did that come from? Or just those random sparks and things of inspiration, of clarity, moments of connection that make you feel loved, or help you to see something clearly and move forward. Come out of that hangman situation where it's kind of like you're on your own, you're needing a break, time out, going somewhere, clear your head, maybe getting little sparks of inspiration so that you can come out of that. Van Gogh, Justice. Justice is usually associated with 11 in the tarot. Government, law, maybe getting married or a divorce in that case because of the Tower, or being shocked by like a proposal or something like that. Justice has to do with the law. Anything balance as well, Libra, partnership, relationship. I think this is pretty relationship centered, but same sort of like, sort of similar, impressionism, whatever. Impressionist, like all the little brushstrokes, little things adding up to the big picture, so paying attention to details. Somewhere it said, and it must follow from night to day, and this looks like from night to day, so straw hats, maybe straw hats are the new thing, like hats like that though, not like fedoras. Shakespeare, reading, literature, exercising your mind, as well. That can mean mind expansion, seeing clearly, getting divine inspiration, listening, finding a quiet place where you can feel like you can get out of your head and really listen to your, I don't know, sounds that kind of cheesy, but like your surroundings, or just, just feeling your way through the day, maybe just taking a day off and spending some time alone so that you can come back together if it has to do with partnerships, stretching your mind and understanding what's possible, enlightenment, again, like waking up, wake up call, seeing the bigger picture. Feeling also content by yourself, maybe. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. So letting go of things. I mean, it's interesting because we do have two, Queen of Discs here. So it could be like how you were in the past and letting go of that so that you can become this other version of yourself. Same person, or same person, like just more enlightened, more maybe self-aware, or understanding, or just your highest version of yourself, what you might be, your highest aspirations, like reaching the clouds. Or it could be two earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, two friends, two people in your life, or it could be you and someone else, maybe getting advice from someone, not knowing really what to do, maybe feeling a little stuck, needing to get some clarity, clearing things away, maybe something happened or is about to happen, having to go talk to someone. Again, look up your moon rising sign as well, or Venus, especially since this is like love reading, and Mars and Venus, and how those, if you have planets there, what those are. And if you don't have planets in a house, doesn't mean like you don't have anything going on there. It just means that it's kind of like, if you believe in reincarnation, it means you kind of covered that in the past, or that you are good there, like you're steady, you're stable, with those areas in your life, and your main focus is where the planets are, that kind of thing. So maybe finding someone of like mind or tendency, someone who understands your point of view, kind of this Queen of Discs here, your point of view on things, sees things in a similar way, so that, but maybe, different people, different things, so it still is able to give you a different perspective, a different viewpoint, but what, I want to say jives with you. What am I, like 80? I don't know. So Hangman, and again 3, and maybe 3 people, 3 ideas, and having to decide between that. It also has to do with sacrifice to some degree, and Pisces kind of also goes in that direction. Self-sacrifice, sacrificing for what you love, and also in the sense that, like, what you really, what's real sacrifice doesn't really feel like sacrifice. Maybe a King of Pentacles doesn't feel like sacrifice because you love it. Gaining some new knowledge, maybe that could be, looking into things a little bit deeper, a little bit more, so that you can just have more to go off of if you're having to make a decision, or if something happens, So she just looks very content, very like all-knowing, like I've got it together, and you can't see her face here, so it's like her wanting to become this, like looking into the distance, looking into the future, wondering how she can achieve this version of herself, becoming, that kind of thing. Organized here for a second. 4, 17, 8. I mean, it adds up to a 12, 8 and 4, so again, about love and creativity, and what do you really love, what really, like, helps you to, I guess, move forward. Maybe it's inspiration, creativity that moves you forward, but so. Justice, I mean, it's a gateway, it's usually number 11, so it's about stepping through, like maybe when something's cleared away and not feeling like, now I'm stuck, like I don't know what to do, but allowing for that change to come, and then stepping into something new that new moon in Aries, like all about fresh starts, all about whatever you start now being, getting off on a good foot, and just sort of, yeah, embracing that newness. I mean, I think it's going to, I don't know, if you're interested, probably look into some astrology, but see how it like really affects you. But Aries being that fire starter and like getting things going, it's, yeah. So, justice. To talk about stargates and things like that, gateways in the last video, in Aquarius. So maybe that energy, the Aquarius air, we did get the star twice, so is affecting you. It's like choosing, kind of like that wave I think I was talking about. We have so many waves here, like rocky waters, like which wave, what new thing coming in is right for you, choosing in that sense. I have mentioned Van Gogh and some other, in Capricorn, I think, in Basquiat, and the opening scene in Basquiat, he's talking about Van Gogh and like overlooking things, overlooking people, overlooking opportunities, not wanting to miss the boat on someone who could be the next Van Gogh, that kind of thing, which is why it came up. So maybe, I don't know, just being that first person to recognize something that is new or different, and I don't know, recognizing talents, recognizing abilities within yourself or others, and just making room for that, for them, for whatever it is that you want to bring into your life, maybe. 11, 12. Six, yeah, being the, half, maybe your other half, that kind of thing, like 6 and 12, partnership again, I don't know, something going on here, but, yeah, half of something, maybe splitting things up, again, with the Tower, splitting up, dividing, assets, dividing responsibilities, dividing, things so that they kind of like run smoothly. Yeah, maybe within a collaboration, talking about 12 and 3 and the lovers, partnership, choice, choosing between someone maybe to hire or to move forward with. I really feel like it has most to do with like love and partnerships, and yeah, just kind of going with whatever you feel in your heart, like the maybe not even having all the reasons, not having all the answers now, and maybe it'll make sense in the future, but just going with whatever speaks to you. The heart has reasons that reasons can't know, so like even on these videos, sometimes I say things and I'm like, where did that come from? Why did I say that? Or just things that stand out to you in the cards, like you feel a certain way about something and it doesn't really make sense to you, but it makes sense later in retrospect. So like trusting your feelings, trusting your gut again. Like I said before, I think Hangman, the lovers, the star twice, the Tower, lots of like major shifts and changes probably happening within some sort of relationship or yourself, having to do also with like earthly reality, mundane things like that, like where you live and job and belongings, and maybe just like getting to the heart of things. What pulls you out of your head? What moves you forward? Oracle card. Pisces, to sum up. and dark energy. A lot of like the Tower here and like the 8. It's very cloudy, dark. So trying to see the light of day. This is 42. 44 is on the bottom. It's like another master number. It's another gateway. You can see the gate in the background. She's blending in with her surroundings, kind of like the Queen of Discs here. So being like a chameleon, blending in. Cherry blossom trees, maybe going somewhere. Japan. But somewhere peaceful, stillness, like the lake seems very still, just quiet garden. Finding that sort of sanctuary for you, whether that's like, you know, an actual physical environment or within yourself. 42 adds up to be a 6 as well. So again, about having to probably make some sort of decision now that there's been a change or a shift coming in. Or happening right now, and 6 following that sort of change energy. So having to make a decision, choice. $42. Let's see what it says. You know, look for things that stand out to you. Looks like a circus to me. Ambition, goals, inspiration. If you want to make your dreams come true, the first thing you have to do is wake up. So that's, I think I mentioned that a couple times, the Tower especially, and the Hangman, enlightenment, waking up, seeing things from a new perspective, but also like just getting out of bed and like waking up. This card is about setting a goal, target, something to strive for, a purpose. Motivated by need or ambition, we now have something to aim for, success in our chosen field. So, I said before, it could be just like some sort of shocking, exciting advice, like promotion, that kind of thing. A young performer lies on the floor in almost fetal position, possibly exhausted or at the point of giving up. Despite the constant effort and repetition she has put into her own endeavors so far, she is once again questioning herself. Can she ever be good enough? Will she ever make it? Despair, doubt, and frustration cloud her progress. Possibly her efforts are hampered further by other limitations, physical or mental, or possibly outside factors. Other commitments distract her or compete for her time. It's easy enough to dream and establish goals. The question now is whether that dream is realistically achievable, or a distracting oasis that will simply torment but never be reached. So again, it's about finding, like, walking some sort of thin line, you know, balancing act. Also drawing a line, but really just sort of, I think, like it said, is it some sort of like distracting oasis? Oh, that's not the card. Where did it go? Distracting oasis, where you can dreamland, you know, the King of Cups and all that, like Princess of Cups, the Four of Cups, just feeling being too much in dreamland and needing someone else or something else to come in. It's going to just mean like something coming in, messages, anything of that, like sort of. My ring just fell off. I'll have to find that later. It's gotten very loose. Randomly, like. Anyways, yeah, like, I don't even know how it's possible, but it's because it's gold. It's like, it's bent somehow. It, like, it's no longer round, so it doesn't, like, really stay on very well. I have no idea how you could have, I could have bent gold. I can't even, like, push it back, so it's weird. some molding situations. But yeah, it's like walking that fine line, that thin line, seeing both sides of a situation, needing that sort of earth energy, the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Discs, to sort of give you a different perspective, bring you back down or out of the water, back down to earth, that kind of thing, like the Tower. Wondering about your future, again, like we said, imagining your future. I'm still holding that card. Maybe with someone else too. Oh my gosh, everything is falling. Not enough space here. Imagining your future with someone else. Love, choice, wondering between two people maybe, or two Queen of Pentacles, like, wondering what's best for you. Other things sort of clouding your progress, not really knowing what those outside things are, sometimes even having to go on gut, having to go on feeling, feeling a little exhausted, especially after a sort of Tower situation, feeling burnt out, wanting to just lie down and like hide from the world maybe. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else, but setting goals, maybe not paying attention as much to what's not working, like the frustration factors, the things that are just sort of external and not necessary, and asking yourself if whatever it is that you're dreaming about, wondering about, whether it be a relationship or a job, future goals, whether, if it's actually achievable, or just looks like a theater or some kind of like Art Deco amphitheater. But I think overall, like, just recognizing opportunities, recognizing new ways of being, like letting go of the old, letting go of the past, what's fallen away, clearing the way, letting new things come in. Maybe like, especially within a relationship, the lovers, like bringing new things into the relationship. 8th house has to do with like more, I don't know, deep spiritual connections with someone else. So, like what comes after partnership, it's more like, deep, like intimacy. So connecting with someone else, feeling the feelings, the emotion, all the spiritual level, all of that, like connecting with someone else and bringing it into reality. Like, you can talk very much about like deep, like passionate, scorpionic, if that's a word, sex, just feeling very connected to someone else. Maybe like you jump, I jump kind of thing, like just, in it for the long haul, together, and thinking about what you want to do with the future being yours, the future being anything that you want to create it to be, out of earth and water energy. So just really connecting to your dreams, connecting to someone else, maybe in dreams. Mentioned that also in the last video. Things that bring you together closer. Maybe talking about spiritual things or beliefs, values, anything that connects you on a deeper level, to get out of your head, get out of more like surface level things, and more mundane, like daily activity type things, and connect with someone else more deeply. Recognizing the chance to, recognizing the opportunity to, with the Four of Cups here, to find your stability, and just really looking into the future, imagining what you want. Going the distance. Finding that sort of like spiritual, I don't know, other dimension place for you. Kind of like that card that I pulled earlier with the swans, like some sort of, I don't know, sanctuary, I guess, but maybe with someone else, like getting away, going somewhere, reconnecting. I really can't talk tonight. I need a glass of water or something. It's very dry in here. Anyways, maybe going somewhere it's very dry, like a desert. I don't know, especially with this Queen of Discs. So think of like the lightning striking the sand, and creating those like glass sculptures. Also some other crystals. It's like create something that's not kind of like meteoric. Looks like it's very spiral. Do I have one? Yeah. It's this. It has this like spiral. It's made out of sand. It looks like pasta. Maybe making. Looks like this. Sort of. Not really. But like, and the tower, wherever it went to. Spiral. Maybe just making pasta at home, staying in, having and talking, having a homemade meal and some wine and getting together and talking about what really matters to you, what really fuels you, where you see yourself going. Does that align with someone else or not? How can you find that compromise, like between two ideas of the future? Or going to the beach. I don't know. Beach like that. Going to Egypt. We have a pyramid here and sand, talking about sand. Going somewhere to stargaze. Just having like a very romantic night for the lovers. Really just doing something maybe out of the norm, out of the ordinary for you. Also with the tower, like getting out of your daily routine and just doing something that is totally, I don't know, just different from whatever it is that you typically do with someone, with your partner, with your relationship, with your sweetheart. Recognizing the chance to, maybe this weekend or something. But also, like, I know that Venus is in retrograde, so maybe not making like any sort of like sudden decisions, sort of sitting down, talking about it, planning something out. Venus having to do with like finances and anything like beauty, love, so just kind of taking that sort of steady approach to things with the two queens here. I don't know if I can think of anything else, but maybe skydiving. Someone doing some sort of risk taking as well, but planning it. Like planning to go skydiving, planning to go, what's it called, base jumping or something like that. I'm terrified of heights. I don't know if I could ever do that, but doing some sort of like something that like brings on a rush, together, brings you closer. Having a new experience with someone to enhance, increase your intimacy, your bond. Yeah, just sort of getting out of the routine, I think, and maybe that will bring some new clarity, some new perspective, some new inspiration, even into your daily life later, so that you can sort of decide whether or not those things that you're thinking about for the future, the star as well, things you've been dreaming about, thinking about, are they realistic or not? Like just doing something out of the norm, going away, getting away, I don't know, challenging yourself in some way, maybe emotionally or mentally. Like I said, like I don't think I could ever, based on I'm terrified of heights, but like even roller coasters, like if you want to see me cry, I'll just put me on strap me into a roller coaster and oh my god, yeah, but doing something that challenges you emotionally, mentally, maybe with someone else, and just seeing where that brings you, maybe that rush of something is just all you need to feel fresh and new and inspired. I give up. I have too many cards going on here and not enough space, and things are falling. So things are falling like the tower, which just fell. Getting it together, clearing the space so that you can have more area, space to work with. Yeah. So yeah, making room for others. I don't know, in your life, in your space. So, anyways, I hope this was helpful, and also, if you want to check out the links I put below for further clarity, advice, inspiration, like signs, clues, and lyrics, visuals, visual metaphors, what I call them. So, music videos and links for your birth chart and all that might give you further clarity and inspire you, or just be dramatic extrapolations on this this reading. So, I hope you enjoy them and have a great end of the month, and until next time I see you, or next time I do these videos, yeah. So, bye.